Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, August 12th. I know I sound like I don't know. I don't always know. Or Friday, August 13th, Friday the 13th, if you're listening to me from Australia. And the moon today is in Libra all day. The Libra Moon is one in which we really strive and experience the world in attempting to find balance. Libra can also bring out the extremes in a situation as well. So a lot of times the Libra Moon is considered calm and cool and collected and trying to find balance and trying not to make waves. But sometimes Libra acts as a ballast point for an extreme. So if there's an extreme in one direction, sometimes the Libra energy can bring a extreme in the opposite direction in an attempt to balance things out. The only issue with that, but a giant issue with that is the more that you are at the extremes of a situation, the less energy it takes to disrupt the balance. And so Libra teaches us, or it hopefully teaches us, that the closer we come to the middle of something, the easier it is to maintain the balance of what needs to be balanced, I guess. We do have a trine to Saturn today of the moon. That actually helps because it highlights things that we can rely on, and perhaps people we can rely on to help us navigate, negotiate, and be perhaps diplomatic in a situation that requires diplomacy. So it is a Venus-ruled sign, and so it's disposited by Venus in Virgo. And of course, Venus in Virgo is a Venus that wants to fix what's broken. It wants to roll up its sleeves. It wants to make things better. And so there's a real, I think, eagerness to work in that. I hate to use the word bipartisan because it's constantly being used. And I don't think that it's a bad word. I think there's, and while I'm politically, more on the progressive lefty side of things, I think the necessity to come together may be even more important. Progressivism will move us forward, and we will have to. Hello, little guy. It's just let me see if I can show you. There's like a little chipmunk. I don't know if you can see him. His mouth, I'll get out of his way, I guess. His mouth is full of something. He's either eating or he just keeps hopping around. Hi, guy. Anyway, I got distracted by a chipmunk this morning. Yes! Talking about bipartisanship. Progressive change is the direction forward. And revolution, right? So if we don't do it in a step-by-step sort of moving in that direction with that intention, it will happen in a more disruptive way. I guess it's up to us. So that sort of Aquarian progressive kind of energy is the direction forward astrologically. So the energy is there for it. How we grab onto it, how we utilize it, of course, is our own free will, right? And so we have a choice. We always have a choice in how to either react and respond to a situation, or we have a choice about what actions we're going to take. We can't always take actions right away, but our intentions are our own, and intentions do matter. And I think that it's really important, and perhaps the Libra Moon will help us with this, is our intention needs really to get along with one another. And I say that at a time when I watched a video last night. I think it was Mississippi, and there were these parents, or Tennessee or Kentucky or someplace like that, someplace down south, where these parents were screaming at these medical workers who had come in at a school board meeting to let people know, that it was a good idea for their kids to wear masks. And they were threatening these people as they were leaving the parking lot. We know where you live. We see who you are. You're done for. It's ridiculous. It's just crazy. So there's a lot of craziness out there. And so I guess, it's that story, that Native American story, where the grandfather says to the young man, you have two wolves inside of you, one good wolf and one sort of badass wolf or evil wolf. And the grandson says, well, which one wins? And the grandfather says, it's the one that you feed. So who are you feeding and what are you feeding? Are you feeding fear? Are you feeding hope? One of the things for me that I have come to understand about myself is when I'm afraid, it's always helpful for me to take an action in a direction that makes me feel like I have a purpose, or makes me feel like I'm contributing in some way, even if it's a little way. And sometimes it's as simple as like cleaning up a room that's sort of been messy for a while. I mean, it doesn't have to be grand, but maybe it's bringing some order to this sense of chaos that we're living in. Now, of course, Uranus is very active at this time all year and will continue to be. And this month is, towards the end of this month, things are going to, I think, really up the ante on that, because Uranus is changing direction next week. And that's always, Uranus is very much sort of, it's almost standing still at that 15th degree of Taurus, which is the most fixed degree of the fixed sign of Taurus. And of all the fixed signs, Taurus is the most fixed. So there is going to be some sort of break. It could be financial, because Taurus rules money. It could be earth, seismic, because Taurus is an earth sign. But we can expect some big changes and big shocks coming. But we don't really know what that's going to look like, because Uranus is a wild card. So we really can only respond to it after it happens. But know that change is on its way. And so I guess whatever you can do in your own life to help you move through a change may be the best way. And of course, having friends, having people you can depend on, talking to people at a point when things aren't quite so like in chaos is a good way to spend the day, and maybe the rest of the month, maybe the rest of our lives, right? Okay, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. Much love to you all, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.